Right, hello there everyone, welcome back to James Redmond TV, and Chelsea have reached an agreement with Southampton for Lavia. They've paid the 50 million in which we just couldn't for some reason pay over the course of 4 weeks, even though they said from the very beginning we want 50 million. Even when Lavia was linked with Arsenal and Chelsea and all these teams, it was 50 million, it was definitive, it was set, and you guys know I'm a big fan. Todd Bowley's doing a madness. Todd Bowley is doing a crazy... I'm glad he's exposing the owners for the fact that we have obviously recruited wrong in terms of who's making the transfer decisions, and that has to fall back on the owners. I've heard things like that Jurgen Klopp has more input, which I don't think is a good choice. I think it worked fine when Klopp was the coach and Michael Edwards was in the board of director position. Now it's Schmadke, and I don't think he's really filling himself with any glory. It looked like for a moment there that we'd done some crazy business with Caicedo for 110 million. I thought we still had a chance of maybe getting another player. I didn't think it was going to be Caicedo and Lavia, but I thought it was going to be something along those lines. And to see Chelsea go ahead and reach an agreement with Southampton, now it really matters if Lavia wants to join, which I don't think he's going to turn down a chance to earn more money and play for a team who they just have endless options. Whether this team works out, let's be honest, they're going to go and buy a whole new team anyway. So there's always a future there with Chelsea. And you know, if you analyse Chelsea and Liverpool, even over the past 10 years, Chelsea is still a more successful football team than what we are. Okay, last 5, we trumped them. Overall, they've won the same amount of trophies as us. I think they've even won more with the Europa League since we've had Klopp. Which is wild, by the way, because I thought we were well better than them. And we was well better than them. In the league, it told us we were well better than them over the past 5 years. But the trophies stay the same. That's just what Chelsea are. They're a trophy-winning club. They're in London. They've got huge pull. They've got huge resources, huge finances. There's plenty of reasons why players like Lavia and Caicedo would choose Chelsea over us. And that's why I think we missed out on the mark of not going and getting Lavia. I predicted not too long ago Chelsea always had the chance to swoop in. When they paid the £48 million, I'm thinking, well, now we're going to go and need to pay the 50. We didn't go and pay the 50, and now he has free reign to go and speak to Chelsea, as there's an apparent agreement between him and the club. So what does this mean for us and Caicedo? Because now it looks like they're about to get Caicedo as well. The deal with Caicedo to Liverpool isn't off. And apparently it's because Caicedo has held talks with Chelsea previously and he wants to honour the talks that him and Chelsea have had. I just think he wants to join Chelsea. I just think he wants to prefer Chelsea. I think if we came in before Chelsea and then Chelsea came in, he'd probably still go to Chelsea. Why? London, huge pull. Also, and I mentioned on my video earlier about the fact that he's Colombian. He's actually Ecuadorian, so I apologise there. Also, I mentioned that he lived in a pretty poverty-driven family or environment when he was younger. So what I'm saying, and the reason why I believe this is because I'm nearly certain there was a quote that came out of him talking about this. And if you remember when he put the post out to Brighton fans saying, listen, I just want to make more money, but I want to, obviously go higher up in the leagues. It's nothing to do with the fact I don't love Brighton. It's just because I need to do this. So I think him and the agent are doing something here to where they see Chelsea as the best thing financially. They don't see too much of a difference in the projects, because even if you think Liverpool are ahead of Chelsea in a project, which I disagree with, I think we're very similar. But let's say you agree with that sentiment, we're much further in a project. Well, it's not that much better. And is it that much better to be getting 120k a week opposed to 200k a week, plus all the bonuses, plus the money that the agent is going to make? So I think what will happen here is Liverpool will have to increase their offer to make Caicedo happy, and we will also have to see if this deal goes through with Lavia, will Chelsea still pursue Caicedo the same? Because it's fine to go and pursue Caicedo, but if they don't match the £110 million we put up, then it's a tough one. And then do we still want a player who came out and openly admitted that he wanted to go somewhere else? And then is this news about, I just want to honour the talks with Chelsea, is that just a sort of smokescreen to say, listen, I do still want Liverpool if that's the best I can get? But I'm still preferring to go to Chelsea. However way you want to paint it out, he prefers Chelsea, okay? And that's fine. I don't even think there's anything wrong with that. But I'm a little bit annoyed at how this is being conducted. And I tried to give FSG praise earlier. I tried to do it. I said, on that one thing, getting Caicedo and the way that it happened, because it looked like it was going to be agreed, I thought it was great, but what's one thing that they never took into consideration? And the reason why I never thought about this, because I thought it was fucking obvious. If you're going to go and bid for somebody, best believe or best hope you have those personal terms agreed. We never even had the personal terms agreed. these owners are on some budge. Maybe crack cocaine. And chat, I think we all need to speak about this. I'm not trying to say that FSG are the... I think they are putting a shout up to be the worst owners in the league. I really, really do. I think that's a shout. Not ever, but right now, I think they're putting up a really good argument. I think we're definitely the most embarrassing team in the transfer window. And we've embarrassed ourselves on 2 players fronts. Funny because we were having all those links with Caicedo. Sorry, having all those links with Lavia. And then we basically said, fuck you, Lavia. We're going to go and get this dude who's been linked with Chelsea and agreed that he wants to go to Chelsea. 110 million on the table. Oh, yeah, that's fine from Brighton's side. Oh, but Caicedo says no. Well, that's not really good planning, is it? And so I am trying to be balanced. I'm not trying to just be like bam, 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 FSG, because I know that's not good and it's not productive for content to just go at owners and blame everything on owners. But you have to blame the decision makers. Yeah, you can blame Shkamadke, you can blame all the... Who hired the fuck? You know what I'm saying? Like, there's been a time where it's worked before. And then now it seems it's not going to work out again because of poor strategy, poor planning. And this has been a consistent theme in FSG's time throughout the tenure that they've been here, besides the 3 to 4 year spell where Michael Edwards was the sporting director. And everybody in Europe envied our recruitment. But ever since and previous, we were poor. Oh, it was terrible. Don't forget when we signed Ricky Lambert, Mario Balotelli and all these guys to go and win us a league title, you know? And Ricky Lambert was good in the championship. Keyword, the fucking championship. Mario Balotelli was always hit and miss as well. There was loads of dudes. We just don't do well. We don't do well with big money overall. And we don't do well with recruiting people in that board of director position. I don't agree with the narrative that Klopp has full control over this stuff. Obviously, someone at the club gave him license to go out and make himself look like a dickhead in a press conference. Yeah, the deal's agreed. Even he came out and said whatever that means. You can tell he's not asked to talk about that stuff. He's being told to talk about that stuff. You think someone who's being told to talk about something is involved directly with these transfers? The most that Klopp will have in terms of an involvement is the same way Virgil van Dijk can have an involvement. When Gakpo joined the club, Van Dijk can call him and have an influence on his decision. But he's not the guy making the deal happen. Jurgen Klopp's just there to give you the project, basically to pitch what you can expect if you join our club, the role we have for you, and where we're aiming to go, and we want you to be a part of it. That type of idea. And I can imagine Klopp is really, really good at that. I'm sure he's a cool man manager. But at the same time, if the club haven't got a personal terms agreed with Caicedo, would Klopp be dumb enough to go and... If Klopp has control, which some people are throwing that narrative around, would he go and pay £110 million for a player who hasn't even got personal terms agreed? Would he go and mention it in a press conference? Come on, chat. Let's not be dumb bastards. I'm not saying Klopp is free of blame. Okay, tactical, we can blame Klopp. Even if he says yes on a certain signing, fine, we can blame him, but not 100% of it, because we've got dickhead owners who employ people who aren't capable enough in the positions that they're in. So I'm not trying to be over-ranting and I'm not trying to be overreactive, but come on, guys, let's use common sense here. This was a dum-dum from Liverpool. This was really, really poor. In fact, this was very thick, and that's coming from someone with 5 GCSEs. 5 GCSEs is not all that impressive when you consider one of them is an EDSL. Is it EDSL or EDL? I don't know. Either way, you get the point. Very, very dumb. We could see this coming from a mile away. Lack of planning, lack of strategy, and now it looks like we're going into the Chelsea game with Curtis Jones. And isn't it weird the way we're playing Chelsea in the first game of the season? Don't you think that's strange? The way that we've caused one of the craziest transfer sagas of all fucking time, and we're playing each other on the first day of the season. Imagine if Lavia joins and scores against us. Wouldn't that be a proper shape? Guys, Chelsea fans, let me know what you're saying, because yous are battering us at the moment. Yous have got us against the fucking ropes, like Mike Tyson, and who are we? I don't even know, but we're just some waste man at the moment, and it's poor. It's like Tony Ferguson in the UFC, you know what I mean? Because he's kind of like, he had one of the best lightweight winning streaks, but now we're the one on a 6-fight losing streak. Can you imagine if you were Alexis McAllister and Dominic Szoboszlai seeing the shit around it? Like, they probably came here thinking, wow, like, I thought it was nice here, but everyone seems to be really, really sad. It's like when you get to a party and it's shit, and you just think, whoa, like, where's the girls at, you know what I mean? And the girls who are here, how come they've all got smacked asses for faces? Chat, I need some clarity on this situation. So to break it down and to conclude, okay, because I've spoken ramble for time. We wanted Lavia. We never paid 50 million because we're scumbags. I thought we were playing some 3D chess because we went out and bid 110 fucking million for Caicedo. Now, we did this without agreeing personal terms, which is just mind-boggling to me. Todd Bowley said, right, fuck you, we're going to go and get Romeo Lavia, and then, by the way, we're still going to go ahead and get Caicedo, because rumours are still suggesting that Caicedo still wants to go to Chelsea. He followed Chelsea on Instagram 2 hours ago. Todd Bowley is amazing, and he's a bad motherfucker. He's probably, he's finding every loophole that he needs to fucking find as well. Boss! That's a proper owner right there, you know what I mean? Someone who fucks up, breaks it all apart, and builds it all again. And listen, I think we need to see over time if Chelsea are a well-run football club. But this business, we've been smacked about, Liverpool fans. We really need to take it. Let's hope we can get our revenge on fucking Sunday. Anyway, tonight we're going to be doing a live stream. I needed to do this video prior because I think it's amazing. The live stream will be about 9:30. And I'd love to see as many of you there as possible. It's an interactive stream if you're new, so if you want to ask me any questions or you want to see my opinion on things in a more interactive format, then do tune in. Smash a like if you can, that'd be boss. Smash a dislike if you can't stand a Scouser, which is weird because I think, one, I'm a cool guy, two, Scousers are cool. Know what I'm saying? Anyway, subscribe. Much love.